Hello everyone and welcome back to Jimmy Talks Jira. It is that time once again where I am going to give you a small sampling of all the great content that has been posted in the month of March. Let's not waste any more time and dive right in. Okay, so first up, this is actually a relatively new post that's gone up, but it's also extremely important. The community support team has linked through to a security advisory that's just been launched for multiple platforms. Reading through it myself, it looks as though it's mainly affecting Bitbucket Data Center and Confluence Data Center. I highly recommend you read through it yourself and see if or what you need to do, because protecting yourself is the most important thing. Next up is another update on the end of life for server. This is actually a really good read. It's talking about the things that the Atlassian team has done to help make the cloud platform more accessible based on feedback that a number of server admins had given as to why their specific environment and situation made it unavailable for them to move to cloud. And then they're also talking about some of the roadmap items that they haven't yet completed, but they are planning on doing at some point in the future. So even if you aren't a server admin and you're a cloud admin, I'd recommend reading through this just to get an understanding of what has changed in cloud recently and what's on the roadmap to change in cloud soon. Next up, let's start diving into some Team 22 stuff because that's on the horizon, and as you all know, I'm super excited about it. The Atlassian Team Awards, the finalists have been announced, so have a quick browse through. Be sure to leave a comment and just congratulate them on making it to finalists. These are all very worthy companies that have submitted super cool stories about what they're doing to make things better for their companies using the Atlassian tools. Continuing with the theme of Team 22, Matthias has done a fantastic job of putting together a Trello board of all the things that are happening around Team 22 that aren't necessarily specific to what Atlassian has. So he has covered everything that are the extra events happening, even starting as early as the Monday, and then some of the events that are happening even as far as the Friday. If you're a Trello fan, this is a board for you. If you're new to Trello, dive in anyway and take a look. This is a public board, so everyone can go and view it. Speaking of Trello, Trello's number one fan, Brittany Joyner, has done another video article combination all about Trello automation basics. Read the article, watch the video. It's fantastic. It shows you how to make your Trello boards do more of the work for you, so you can spend time doing more great things that you want to be doing. Next up, what's new in Jira Service Management documentation? I wanted to highlight this one specifically because there have been so many things that have changed in Jira Service Management, especially if you're on Cloud Premium, that there are some things that even I have forgotten have changed recently. This is just giving you a good overview of a whole bunch of the things that are available now that are worth exploring to help you get the most out of Jira Service Management. Moving right along, Christian has posted a great topic on how to categorize your projects. So if you're not familiar with the project category as an option in the project details, categories can give you an extra layer of filtering or sorting, categorizing your projects, and it's actually something you can use in JQL. So this is something super helpful that can help make searching easier, can help make understanding how your projects are grouped together. I highly recommend reading this article. It was a fantastic read. Next up, on the same topic of fantastic reads, Rose has written a very good, I'm going to call it thought leadership in the Teamwork Lab. The title says it right there. Are we solving the right problem? This was a fantastic sort of just thinking outside the box of, sometimes we just dive right in and start fixing something and coming up with a solution before really thinking about whether it's the right thing to be solving in the first place. Read the article. I thought it was great, worth showing here. Again, all of these things are great. Jira Heroes is back again. This month, we're featuring Rachel Wright. If you know, fantastic human, does a lot of really great things in the Atlassian community. And she's talking about how to pick the right apps for your Atlassian environment. It's one of those things where I think the one thing I would like to highlight out of this personally, that is one of those things that often goes overlooked, is making sure to look at apps that you aren't using and uninstall the ones that are no longer in use. This whole thing is great. There's some images to help walk you through it. Definitely read it. Next up, and actually this is the last article that I have in this roundup, is just one of those really great stories. Fabian, again, doing all of the humanitarian work that he does. This one is titled 2K to 20K. The concept behind this is that his solution partner that he works for, AppFire, is looking to get 2,000 people to attend Atlassian community events on ace.atlassian.com. Getting to 2,000 user attendees, they're going to be contributing $20,000 towards the various relief efforts for the Ukraine. This article identifies which ones are going to be there. They did say that they would be donating $10 per attendee for attendance in March and April. Fabian then also went ahead and updated and said that because of the critical nature of the emergency that's happening there, AppFire's just gone ahead and made a $20,000 donation to those charities as is. I still think you should show your support. I'm totally going to do it myself and just find at least one event on ace.atlassian.com and show up for it, show your support, all the great things that way. Now, as we know, articles are not the only thing that we cover here because, we know that we all want more great content. So looking at trending discussions, I've got another 5 of them for you. First up, JQL for Jira admins from the Atlassian University live webinar. I feel like there's always a lot of conversations that happen out of the university live webinars. Go here, check out, see what was being talked about. You might learn something. Next up, Welcome Wednesdays. What can I say? My posts are always trending this way. This was on the 23rd. We're talking about your favorite cereals as a kid. As you can see, I liked anything that was sugar. I still do like anything that's sugar. Come by, let me know what you liked. It was a really fun time during that week, and I am happy to reminisce with anyone about what your favorite cereals are, or maybe they still are your favorite cereals. Next up, from the Teamwork Lab, just what are some of your remote ways of working that reflect your office interactions? I enjoyed this one. I definitely made a comment myself. To life of me, I don't remember what that was at this time. But let's see if we can find it here. Nope. All right. Anyway, it's just go in, share your thoughts about, some of the things that are happening either remotely that are, reflecting what you did when you're in the office, or maybe things that have changed in the office as of remote work. Next, this is just an interesting conversation that has been happening about not being able to log into Bitbucket with Visual Studio. Just reading through some of the comments, it looks as though it's related to the changes that Atlassian made last month with Bitbucket authentication. If you have some thoughts yourself, feel free to chime in. If you want to take a look because you think you might be affected by this, also take a look. And then finally, migration planning. So a discussion was started about just planning your cloud migration. these ones are always one of those that if you've successfully done a migration already yourself, feel free to chime in. If you are looking to do a migration or you are in the process of testing one, please come here and take a look and see if there is advice that can help you. Possibly ask some of your own questions yourself. And with that, I think we've come to the end of everything. March was definitely a great month for content, so as always, you know it. This is just a sample of all the great stuff out there. Use this as your starting point. Please go through the rest of the community and find more of the content that's out there. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel if you'd like to see me do more of those things. Both of those things just help validate that the work I'm doing is appreciated and something you'd like to see me do more of in the future. Team 22 is next week. I will be in Vegas starting on the Sunday, so I will be there for the entire week. If you are also going to be in Vegas, please be sure to find me at some point during the whole event and stop by and say hi. And as always, thanks for stopping by.